Being All Souls Day, as it is, I'm visiting family, relatives in the new cemetery in Christineham. My son's grandfather's grandfather and their grandfather's grandmother are buried here. Carolina Sundqvist, 1882 to 1982, and her husband Anders is here somewhere as well. Lovely autumn day. This cemetery was built in 1888, as is the case in all towns and cities as they expand. Then the original burial places for communities are local churchyards, local graveyards, and as they fill up, they need to build new cemeteries. And that was exactly the situation here. There are lots of local churches in this city, but this one was for the whole city. The main church has the old cemetery, but technically that was also just a churchyard for the very local area of Varnum. Cemeteries and churchyards in Sweden are very formal, very formally laid out, properly designed in comparison to churchyards and cemeteries in England, Scotland and Ireland. Lovely burial service chapel here. Red brick, 1880s. I've worked in cemeteries in Sweden, and maintenance is very formal, design is very formal. And they are beautiful in their way, but when you compare them to the 7 massive municipal cemeteries around London, Kensal Green, Highgate, and so on, Brookwood, then the Swedish ones pale in comparison to the massive Gothic mausoleums of the cemeteries in England and to the massive Celtic crosses in Ireland. That said, safety in Sweden in cemeteries is fantastic. No one is getting in holes and digging graves, machines do it. The other safety aspect here is that stones that are falling over are propped up or taken down, whereas if you go up to Kensal Green in North London, you risk being hit by a stone or falling into a grave. Safety, maintenance of actual graves in England is ridiculously bad. Here we have a place of rest for ashes, and names are placed on headstones. Traditional wooden bell tower there. My sons have got upwards of about 10 relatives in here. Great grandparents, great uncles and aunts, and others. And presumably others I don't even know about, even though I've done all the research on the family. Church looks very functional, very Art Deco. It is, isn't it? Because I believe it was built around that time. Can't see a date on it. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe it was built 1920s, 1930s, something like that. Copper doors. Nice. Copper doors, bronze sculpture. This is where people collect their urns from, of their loved ones, to then take them for placing in the grave. Beautiful area here. I've just checked. I was off by a few years. I said 20s, 30s. It's 1938. I would have said a little bit earlier, but there you go. What can you do? You can't always be right. I would have said a bit earlier. 38 is still within that deco span, isn't it? Lovely avenue of pillar oaks there. Beautiful. What you don't see in Sweden is these massive mausoleums, family owned, with coffins on shelves. The best you will do will be like these fellas here, big standing stones and chained off area. This elm has seen better days, hasn't it? Or elm, as we say in English. I'm using a Swedish word there. Lovely stone wall all the way around. This is something I should tell you about. Conifers are placed on graves at the end of the summer. By that I mean September, coming into October, as decoration once all the summer plants have been removed. Heather is also used. So heather and twigs of pine and fir, hemlock, spruce, all the others, and here we have both. So here we have fir and heather. Big weekend for visiting graveyards, as I mentioned in that other video on Friday night. I didn't find the stone of the grandfather's grandfather. It's over there somewhere, but there's so many of them, and the text is getting more and more obscured with age. This is the bane of any cemetery worker's life. Weeding the gravel roads. Beautiful colours, beautiful air today. It really is nice to walk around the cemetery on a Sunday. Well, I'll leave it there. Goodbye for now.